doing it. So that's it, guys. And then we did see that Moonbirds and Proof are down even further. After I did get quite a lot of comments, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, there was news that, they said at in the beginning of 2025, so in less than 2 years' time, in one of their town halls, they said that they will no longer be giving anything or no longer be forced to give anything to proof holders. So basically putting an expiry date on utility, right? And now we've seen that they've cancelled their conference. They were going to have the conference. A lot of people were really looking forward to that. Remember, Proof and Moonbirds was very much an ecosystem about getting to know other people, networking, community of high end people that are good contacts and things to have, right? And so on and so forth. So we've seen here that they've cancelled that. Kevin has apologized, but he says that he won't be having it. That there wasn't much demand for their conference. Now, there were a lot of things here. First of all, they were charging an absolute fortune for the ticket. Even if you held an asset from the ecosystem, there was a charge, even though it was slightly less. But, the truth is that I don't know what's happened to Kevin. I mean, we do know that I've got my own feelings on the matter. I'm not here to bring down anyone. My pure thing is to say how I feel. My loyalty lies with the viewers, and I have no fear or favor of anyone in the space. Which is a nice position to be in. I don't owe anyone anything, and I'm happy to say how I feel. My inkling, my inkling. We know that Kevin's got hacked for a huge amount of money, like millions of dollars. He lost a fortune of NFTs about a month or two ago. And since then, he sort of seems like he's not interested. I think and I can understand this. I think that he's fed up with the space. I mean, can you imagine building $2 million portfolio of assets, right? Anyone watching this believes that NFT is an asset. A lot of people in the world don't. And all of a sudden, in one click, having it completely stolen from you, years of building up a portfolio. Can you imagine if that happened with your stock portfolio? Or if you went into your bank account and overnight there was nothing there, and it was taken from you with no recourse, right? You'd be pissed off with that bank, or you'd be pissed off with the stock market or whatever. And I think that's what happened here. I think he wants out. I think he wants out of the space. And we've seen a couple of things since that happened. So the first thing was, like I said, him putting an expiry date, even though there was no mention of that before. The second thing now we're seeing is one of their biggest things. Their conference has been cancelled, officially cancelled. And the third thing that we saw is that they were looking for someone now to take over some of Kevin's roles. They're actively looking for people to run certain things in Discord and the public side of it, which all says to me someone who's trying to take a step back, right? But I mean, people are really, really upset. I mean, this guy had a moonbird tattooed on his arm, and he's saying that's the only thing permanent that he's going to have left of the whole thing. And you can understand why. Here they were promised certain things. The conference was one of them, and unilaterally that's been taken away. It reminds me of the same way that they did it, to be very blunt, with the CCO. In the very, very beginning, Moonbirds on their website, when you bought one, said that you have the rights to that image. And unilaterally, he himself went and said, "Oh, sorry, we've made it, not sorry, we've decided to make it CCO." Meaning all of a sudden, this picture that I thought was just mine can be on any Chinese clothing brand or anywhere. Anyone can use it. And I have, as the owner of this image, have no right on it. And for me, that was when I got out of the ecosystem. Those who were following me then would have known, and that didn't sit well with me. But so we've seen this continue, just canceling things unilaterally, yeah, definitely going as the thumbnail says, from bad to worse in the proof